I'm sitting in work drinking my smoothie that I drink every day, and I was just like, man, I've noticed in the past week and a half since I really got back on my smoothies after all the stuff going down with like my friend passing away and everything that kept me from being able to really focus on my health. It's so important to prioritize healthy eating, especially when you're like me. I have multiple sclerosis, and having an autoimmune disease, it is so dependent on your diet. When you eat right, you feel good. When you eat really clean and do really like what's called hyper nourishing diet, you can get the disease in remission. You can reverse your symptoms. So many of our illnesses today are so dependent on the Western diet that we all eat, full of processed foods, not enough vegetables. And what I love so much about this smoothie is that I'm getting such a gigantic amount of cruciferous vegetables, which is going to be like your broccolis, your cabbage, your Brussels sprouts, your cauliflowers, and your kale. I'm getting a ton of that with a ton of flax seeds, which you could also use chia seeds. What that's doing is it's giving you gigantic amounts of omega-3s. What the omega-3s do is that they activate the anti-inflammatory autoimmune system. They trigger your body to not only activate the anti-inflammatory autoimmune so that your body goes into overdrive, kicking butt, taking out all the inflammation, but also it triggers cellular repair. The flax seeds or the chia seeds, whichever you prefer to use, are one of the most vital things I have ever added to my diet. Let me go on to further tell you, due to genetics, I have high blood pressure. It runs in both sides of my family. I weigh 160, I'm 6'2", I eat healthy, but I have high blood pressure. But ever since I've started doing these smoothies every day with half a cup of flax seeds, which is going to give you I think 6 grams of omega-3 or more, I'm not sure the exact math. One thing flax seeds really do when you take them in higher amounts is they lower blood pressure. One thing doctors refuse to tell you about, instead they just put you on blood pressure medication when you could literally just be upping your plant-based omega-3s, and boom, your blood pressure lowers on its own. Honestly, to the safe range, because now that I've been doing this, I don't need blood pressure medicine, and my blood pressure always stays within 120 over 80 or 90. I'm always in that really good, healthy range. And I'm so thankful because ever since COVID, my blood pressure was getting really bad because I was so stressed out and worried all the time. I can't tell you guys enough how incredible I feel drinking this smoothie every day. I am someone whose MS really messes with my legs. It messes with my mobility. It messes with causing me to feel fatigued super quick when I'm trying to walk, to the point that I can't walk, that I have to sit down, that I'm useless. I'm getting better, especially if I have my walker with me, or if we're at the grocery store, if I have a buggy I can hold on to as a walker. I can go really good distances that I didn't used to be able to do. And the goal is to keep at it and keep this up, and eventually I'll not only be in remission, but I won't have fatigue anymore, which is gonna be the big woo-woo moment of my life. I've done it one other time. Back in 2019, I got into remission and I was able to walk for hours without any fatigue. And I miss that so much, and I want it back. And now that I know really how to get there and how to accomplish it, I have no excuse and I want it. And 2026 is going to be my year for so many things, but my health and remission included. I'm going to kick MS to the curb. I don't I don't want to say I have MS anymore. For the longest time, I have let multiple sclerosis be kind of like my big, almost like a personality. Like, I always led with, I'm Steven, I have multiple sclerosis, defined. I will always let MS define me. That's the word I'm looking for. Since I got diagnosed back in 2012, I've always been defined by MS. But you know what? As I've gotten, especially after this last relapse, and I just have such a new lease on life, I understand that I am not my disease. I have it, but it is not Steven. It does not control me, and it does not define me. I am not multiple sclerosis. It is just something I temporarily have to put up with. Temporarily. Not forever. And I'm not going forward into 2026 being this sick any longer. It is so important to eat healthy, and that is why I have gone almost completely, like totally vegan. I call myself part-time vegan because every once in a while I can't fight the craving, and I have a little bit of dairy. Never meat, but sometimes I want like a little bit of cheese, or I might every now and then, like I love quiche, I'm not gonna lie. So I might indulge in a little bit of egg every now and then. I do. But it's not very often. And all the rest of the time, I'm totally vegan. And honestly, I'm trying to be more raw. Raw veganism is truly the best way to go. But I don't love raw vegetables. Like, I prefer to just throw it in the blender and drink it. It's not my thing, but I'm working on it. I need to be a lot more raw than I am. So when I go grocery shopping, literally I'm buying bags and bags and bags of that pre-made, it's called sweet kale chopped salad kits. It's literally just Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, and then usually like radicchio or something. What I do is I put it in my Vitamix, the whole bag, 2 bottles of water, half a cup of flax seeds, blend it, drink one of those every single day, and then I just try to eat really good. Like for dinner time, I'll probably have like some tofu and I'll have a vegetable with it. And I do tend to have like a steamed vegetable, and I should be eating raw all the way. But sometimes I'll just pour a bowl of cereal, which I'm really obsessed with this cereal called Golden Turmeric. It's gluten-free. It's got turmeric, ginger, black pepper, cinnamon. It's so delicious. And what I'll do is I'll add like half a cup of cauliflower rice and half a cup of wild blueberries frozen to it, and pour my unsweetened almond milk on it, and I'll have that as a meal instead, which is getting you raw vegetables. It's raw cruciferous cauliflower. I'm telling you, it's just little things like that and the smoothie that is literally changing my health around. And as long as I'm doing it, I feel the difference, and I cannot preach it loud enough for everybody to know. I want everyone to understand how simple it truly is to turn our lives around with our health by eating food. By eating food. The standard American diet is what's really messing up a lot of us. A lot of our bodies can't handle it. Mine especially. Like, I'm super sensitive to gluten. I'm super sensitive to a lot of foods. But as I stay true to drinking the smoothie and having all those big amounts of plant-based omegas, I'm less sensitive to those things. They don't affect me the same way. Having the smoothie with all the plant-based omega-3s in it, it's almost like an antidote. So if you eat poorly, drink that to counteract a lot of the damage that the bad foods are doing, if you will. I just can't talk good enough about it. And I'm sitting in there drinking my smoothie, and I was just like, man, I don't talk enough about this. Take care of yourselves, you guys. It's amazing, the little things like that, how great they'll make you feel. If you don't want to take my word on it, do it for yourself and just give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? You feel good? I know I do. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for listening.